The tennis superstar, the world number one, Novak Djokovic, has made his first public comment since his controversial arrival in Australia, thanking fans on Instagram for their continuous support after his visa was blocked by authorities, saying he can feel their support. It's greatly appreciated. Australian government officials say that Djokovic doesn't meet the country's vaccination requirements. And now a court on Monday could decide whether to let him stay and defend his title or require him to leave or deport him. Pam Shriver is a Hall of Fame doubles champion and tennis commentator. Pam joins me now from Los Angeles. Good to see you. Thank you. This is a really interesting one. We don't know. There's so many details that we don't know. For instance, what he was led to believe by Tennis Australia and the state of Victoria, whether or not he met Australia's immigration. He certainly was given an exemption for the tournament, but whether or not that was valid. Should he have known? Should he have done more checking on this, do you think?
Well, Richard, obviously it's a complicated situation. It seems like there were a few mistakes made. It doesn't seem like the communication between the Victorian government and the city of Melbourne, the tennis tournament, Tennis Australia and the Australian Open, were in great partnership with communication with the federal government. Obviously, having been down to Australia myself almost every year since 1979, their borders are tight and tough, and you better have everything buttoned up on your visa. You better not bring in fruit. I mean, it is a tough country to enter, and Novak knew he was taking a risk by not being vaccinated, and he was hoping that he could come in under the medical exemption. But again, it was not the border, it was not the federal government, and that seems to be one of the disconnects, as well as the fact that obviously Novak is at this point vaccine hesitant.
What does the mass generalization here, but what does the professional tennis community think, as best one can gauge? Is there a consensus from the people you know and speak to on this idea of his, that he is anti-vax?
Well, I think Rafael Nadal said it best from Melbourne just in the last 24 hours, is that the world's been going through just such a challenging time with this pandemic, and that Rafael Nadal felt he needed to be vaccinated not only for himself, for his family, if he's going to travel internationally as an athlete. You need to protect yourself, you need to protect your community, you need to protect the countries you go into. Obviously, Novak has a different stance. He is very pure. He doesn't want to put things in his body that is 100% trust. But at this point, after a year that the vaccine's been out, my 3 kids have had 3 jabs. It's really time, I think, for Novak, unless he really wants to perhaps put his career on hold until the pandemic plays out. He needs to come to accept that he needs to be vaccinated.
And on this issue, let's just talk the tennis thing. Assume, let's just mind game it out. Assuming the Australian court says he can play, how significant is it that essentially he will have lost many days stuck in the hotel, even if he's playing tennis against a wall and practicing his shots there? He won't have been practicing on a court for the immediate period before. Is that significant?
Well, remember 12 months ago, many of the athletes had to go into hard quarantine. This is 2 years in a row. The Australian Open has had really difficult circumstances for the athletes. In this case, Novak, and there was actually another player, a female player from the Czech Republic, who was taken off, put into the hotel, and she's going to be deported now because she came under a much quieter circumstance with the same exemption, having had COVID in recent months. So she's going to be, as far as Novak's concerned, if by any chance the federal government, the judicial system allows him to play, of course, he's not going to be in as good as condition as if he had arrived normally, been able to start his training. But he has been the best in the world. He's dominated. I think he'd still be fine. But it seems to me as if the government is lining up by removing a couple of other people that came in under the same exemption. They've been deporting them. It's looking like it's being lined up against Novak at this point.